This morning I was out here harvesting squash and got a little surprise. May 25th, doing some more. Got this big boy here. Oh geez, that's not good. This is what you're watching for. Those are squash bugs. That is not good. What that means is this plant is not going to make it much longer. But I'm going to have to handle these guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I know I have squash bugs, got to come out here and look the plant over. And if you look, this plant here looks pretty good. This is a crookneck squash, and it hasn't been affected too bad. The one back over here is a patty pan squash. That one's starting to take a little bit of a beating, but it's not as bad as this one here. And this is a zucchini, which happens to be the squash bug, one of the squash bug's favorites. So they'll come in here and they will kill this plant. And once it's dead, they'll move on and they'll start killing the other ones as well. So coming in here, we're gonna look it over, and you want to check the bottom of all your leaves. And I found on here some eggs. And so you can kind of squish these with your finger, but it's not always effective. And if you miss some and they fall down, they will still hatch. So take a piece of tape, use duct tape or whatever. I just have packaging tape is all I have right now. And just kind of stick it on there like that, and they should come off pretty easy. Sometimes you have to put a little effort into it, but if you look, it's all gone. So then you need to get rid of this. You don't want them hatching there, so I'm going to squish them. And I'm going to go through the entire garden looking for more of these eggs, because they're probably on a lot of these leaves. And I'm going to get rid of that. That's the first order of operations, get rid of all that, and then I'll come back and show you what a squash bug looks like and how I root them out and handle them. This is what the adult squash bugs look like. That's what you're looking for. And when you see them, you want to catch them and squash them if you can. Pretty sure that's why they call them squash bugs. Look, good bug. That's a good bug. Bad bug. Okay, so now went through, got all the eggs off. Now I'm looking for the bugs, and you can see one down here. And they like to hide from you. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right here. And I've got several of them down here. I know I've seen them at different times, but they're hard to get to. So one of the tricks that I found is take your hose and spray this plant down really good. You want to make sure you do this after the sun goes down, because otherwise you can char the leaves pretty good. But just gonna spray it down real good, get it nice and wet, all the leaves and everything. And then those bugs will come out and they'll kind of climb up the plant a little bit to find a dry area to kind of dry off. So here's a big one right here already. You can see he's trying to find a way to get clean or get dried off. So then once he's out, you can spray him with the soap. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Okay, so now I've got the soap. Give him a little spray there. That will kill them, even the big ones. It works really well on the little ones. It works on the big ones as well. You just need a little more of it. Here's another one right over here. See how they come out when you get them wet? So let's go ahead and take care of this one. So I got that one. I'm just going to keep doing that until I get as many of them as I can. I can repeat this process over the next few days. Okay, and then one other way, because when you squirt them, sometimes you don't know if you got them or not. Another way is you can just kind of fill up a cup with soapy water. This is just water and Dawn dish soap. And then just get them to fall in there into the abyss. So there's one. There's another one here. And that's all you got to do. So it's tedious and time consuming, but that's how you got to get the squash bugs off here. Okay, so that's the process I go through when I'm trying to control these squash bugs. I'm gonna have to, now that I know I've got them, I've got to control them on some of my other squash plants. I got some spaghetti squash over here, and they'll start attacking these at some point. So it's just a war of attrition, really. You got to keep at it. In case you're wondering, this is the soap I used. It's just something that I had. I've used it in the past, and it's worked pretty well. So you can just use Dawn dish soap and mix that up with water. Just a couple teaspoons per gallon, and that'll work too. So I hope you learned something, and you can fight the squash bugs in your garden. Thanks for watching.